Hey there, it's Stephanie with Revelation U, Reiki and Wellbeing. I hope you're doing well today, November 7th. Today I want to talk a little bit about embracing and sharing empathy and compassion. The last few weeks have been quite emotionally intense for those of us in the US, and it all came to a head on Tuesday. Luckily, yesterday, Wednesday, brought an end to the political ads that were offering us additional turmoil that none of us needed, and we can all be grateful for that. There's still uncertainty that exists. Donald Trump won the election with 50.9% of the vote to Kamala Harris's 47.6%. These numbers show us that half of the country is happy with the outcome and half are not. So while we don't have the oppressive media campaign flooding our phones, our computers, and TVs, there is still uncertainty. There is still fear that is existing in the collective in this moment. I believe on both sides. We, the people of the United States, did not create this division. It is the collateral damage of the rhetoric of those whose intention it was to create it. So now what? In a world that, especially in this moment, feels disconnected, empathy and compassion are the two of the greatest gifts we can offer to others and ourselves. These qualities are often misunderstood and frankly underutilized in daily interactions. So let's explore the profound impact that embracing empathy and compassion can have on our lives, especially during pivotal moments like this. First, let's talk about the power of presence. Empathy exists when we are being fully present with someone in their pain, in their joy, without trying to fix or change their experience. When we are empathetic, we allow others to feel seen, to feel heard, to feel valued. In a similar way, when we extend that same presence to ourselves, pausing to genuinely acknowledge our own struggles, we start to heal from within. The political climate, especially following an event as significant as the presidential election, can amplify feelings of division, anxiety, and uncertainty. And in these times, practicing empathy allows us to engage in compassionate dialogues, even with those who hold differing views, and fosters an understanding that can bridge divides. The bottom line is that we all want to feel safe, free to be and live in a way that feels good to us. We want to feel financially stable. We want to feel and be able to take care of our families in the way that we want and need to. We just may differ on how we think we can get there. So for those who are happy with the turnout of the election, you are encouraged to talk to someone on the other side and listen, truly listen, without judgment, to the fears and uncertainties that exist for those who are fearful of the outcome of the election. For those who are disappointed with the outcome of the election, you are encouraged to listen, really listen, without judgment, to the fears and uncertainties that have been seemingly dissipated by the outcome of the election for those who are happy about it. Understand why the other voted in the way they did, and listen for the commonalities that exist. There are commonalities. Offer empathy to the other human sitting across from you. It is only then we can begin to understand how to move forward together. Let's talk about compassion. Compassion starts from within. Compassion begins by softening the harsh voice of our inner critic. We all have experienced that, right? So too often we show more kindness to others than we show to ourselves. But when we learn to direct compassion inward, Acknowledging our imperfections, again, without judgment, we start to cultivate a resilient heart. Reflect for a moment. How do you respond to yourself when you're struggling or feeling vulnerable? Would you speak to a loved one in the same way? Maybe not. Offering yourself compassion creates an inner foundation strong enough to fully show up for others. In the current landscape shaped by the election's outcome, self-compassion begins and becomes a grounding force for us. It helps us to stay centered amidst uncertainty so we can respond to the world with greater grace and strength. Once we've offered ourselves compassion, we can expand our circle of care. Once we anchor in that self-compassion, really anchor it in, our capacity to hold space for others just naturally expands. We become more available to those who need a gentle word, a moment of our attention, a compassionate ear. The shift in how we relate to others has a ripple effect, often inspiring deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. In our journey together, I encourage you to explore the following practices to embody empathy and compassion more deeply. First, a self-compassion ritual. Begin your day with a moment of self-kindness. Place your hand over your heart, take a deep breath, and affirm, I am worthy of my own compassion. May sound a little cuckoo for some of you, but give it a try. See what you think. Active listening exercise. So in your next conversation, practice listening without formulating a response as the other person is talking. We've all done that, but conversations are so much better and so much more honest and purposeful when we just listen. Be fully present and notice the difference that it makes in your ability to connect with each other. And third, try a loving kindness meditation. Dedicate just a few moments each day to sending love and compassion to yourself, to loved ones, and anyone else that you struggle to understand. That can help open your heart, offering more empathy and more compassion. So these practices are simple yet powerful. And over time, they can really transform how you relate to yourself, to others, even in times of political turmoil and strife that we're in right now. Even with those you seemingly disagree with. I would love to hear your reflections as you engage with these ideas. How are you currently bringing empathy and compassion into your life? As we speak, where could you go deeper? Feel free to share your experiences or reach out if you'd like to explore these concepts further. If you need support or community, we invite you into ours. You're welcome to join us, whether it's through our meditations, our one-on-one sessions, our circles, our spiritual book club, or our online spaces. You're welcome to join us. If there's anything we can do to support you in this moment, we would like to do that. You can access our free Election Day meditation on our website. You can just go to revelationu.com, and it's right there on the homepage. Until next time, wishing you love, support, empathy, and compassion.